Nobody is that good across all three forms as Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli is at the pinnacle.
You just haven't seen me. You haven't seen me. This physical specimen. You can tell a lot by a person by just looking into their eyes and just seeing how they react. And he just seems, he seems like a badass.
Do you think for that reason there could be
like a warrior? I think there's that fight, that universal warrior that you see it in boxing, you see it in football, I'm seeing it in cricket, I'm sure you see it in soccer. There's some guys who just walk onto the field, have a certain aura that yo, this guy's got the dog in him. So I heard this guy, Virat Kohli, he's pretty good at cricket, right? I heard he's pretty good. Let's see what it's all about.
Virat Kohli.
That sounds like a
superstar of the game.
Yo, what a fucking... Get an Australian to give you an introduction. You already sound much more badass. You sound like you could fight a kangaroo and hit a ball all at the same time.
He averages above 50
Yo, it sounds like a gunshot whenever he hits that ball.
in every single form of the game. Nobody is that good across all three forms as Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli is at the pinnacle
You just haven't seen me. You haven't seen me. This physical specimen.
of his form in the last 2 years at the pinnacle of world cricket as well. And he's done everything that's needed to become arguably the best player in the world.
India's such a big country, he's so popular over there that he's become a bit of a global superstar. Wherever he goes, there's just people, they're just around him. Outstanding player, probably the best player in the world at the moment. Well, I just remember watching him in the nets. They put that footage out pre-series and he was absolutely smacking them. And I was sort of sitting there thinking, how are we going to get this bloke out? And Mum, being Mum, just said, oh, he's only another person. I said, oh, okay, Mum, thanks. That's good advice. It's going to help us get him out, isn't it?
Chris Mitchell, BBC Sport, given everything that's happened to Australia over recent months and post-Cape Town, are you expecting to meet a different sort of side that play differently? And
I like looking at athletes in their eyes. I like looking, you know what I mean? You could tell a lot by a person by just looking into their eyes and just seeing how they react. And he just seems, he seems like a badass.
do you think for that reason there could be
Like a warrior.
vulnerable?
I personally don't think any Australian side is vulnerable at home. Whatever happened, regardless of all the things that have gone by, the skill level is still there. We're definitely not taking anything for granted. We're not even expecting them to play in a certain manner. Our focus is purely on our team. Obviously, there are going to be times when you have to put the batsman under pressure, not necessarily crossing the line, but just get into their heads, which you expect from any side in the world, not just Australia. But I think a bit of banter there is not harmful at all.
Yeah, in other words, he's like, look, if we need a shit talk to get into their heads, it's all part of the game, right?
Kohli, wow, what pressure he's under now.
All right.
You can just see his attitude. Look at him striding out to the crease. He's up for any challenge. The fans absolutely love him.
I used to look at Virat and think he's got like Australian fight in him.
He won't shy away from anything.
Yeah, I think there's that fight, that universal warrior that you see it in boxing, you see it in football, I'm seeing it in cricket, I'm sure you see it in soccer. There's some guys who just walk onto the field, have a certain aura that yo, this guy's got the dog in him.
But he's going to be certainly tested against a fired-up Josh Hazlewood and Mitchell Starc.
Just from memory, he played an on-drive to get off the mark, and great players play on-drives. It's the hardest shot in the book to play. Your balance has got to be perfect. You've got to watch the ball. Punter used to do it all the time. Get off the mark with an on-drive. And I used to be batting at the other end. Go, mate, you're a freak.
Oh, what a shot. That is classy stuff from Virat Kohli early on. Nicely driven.
I've always felt if there's 11 people get picked out of 1.5 billion, you've got to be pretty good.
You look at
Oh,
Virat
nice
Kohli
hit.
and you see energy all the time. And yet Virat Kohli, when he's batting, is a different entity. He's almost lost in his own perfection.
Yo, the dick right in there is high.
Nicely worked away again. This is a man full of pure class.
When we had Pat Cummins or Josh Hazlewood or Mitchell Starc bowling fast,
Yo, what's up, T-Dog? And you're like, wow, what a big stream. Nah, we're a small timer over here. Oh, the shit talker he is. Is he a shit talker? I mean, he looks like he could, as he's walking past, he's like, is that all you got? Come on.
And swinging the ball, he just made it look like it wasn't what it was.
Oh, he had the tongue out like Jordan.
Down to the rope, and that's 50 to Virat Kohli.
At times, as hard as it is when he's belting you around the park, you really do just have to sit back and sometimes think that's just amazing.
Virat Kohli, his 25th Test match century.
He said, I let the bat do the talking. He said, I will let the bat do the talking.
When he goes out to bat chasing, he just knows what that target is. He finishes games. He doesn't like to leave them for somebody else.
That's a hit.
50 for Virat Kohli.
He's going to do it again. He is going to do it again. We're going to lose another one because of Kohli. I've never seen batting like it. Breaks your heart.
Once more, because you haven't seen me out there.
That's been absolutely crashed. What a shot!
They're going to steal an unwinnable game. We're going to lose another one.
That is incredible.
The heist. Watch now. Yeah, I have to say, I need to watch cricket more to understand more about like the pointing system and the batting system and all of this. But I like seeing superstar athletes. And Virat Kohli seems like he is a superstar athlete. Just going into the comment on this, King Kohli is a superstar? What am I saying? The year what made Kohli the true king of cricket is 2018 when he predicted the worst year of batsmen, but Kohli averaged 60 plus in that year, and all those matches he played were overseas in Sinna, and the conditions, hats off to the king. The way he hit the ball with that timing, he is a genius, man. I want to watch him, and I'm excited that here in the United States we're gonna have like the championships come over here in the LA, and I'll actually be able to watch it. Because cricket seems like it's this weird mix, and this is from my Western POV. Cricket seems like this weird mix of like soccer and basketball or baseball, in the sense of like baseball you have the ball and the bat, obviously, but soccer in the sense that it's constantly, it's fluid, it's a long game, it's super long, but super.